Okay, so for problem number 36 out of your textbook, they give us the function f of x is equal to 3 raised to the x. Whoops. Sorry about that. And so that's the same as y equals 3 raised to the x. And they told us to find, we need to find f inverse of x using parametric equations. So this is one practical application. That's why we spent so much time with parametric equations on the last section. So if I have y is equal to 3x, couldn't I say y is equal to 3t and let x equal t? Would that work? That would work, right? So now that I have my two parametric equations, to find the inverse, remember that the inverse, you just flip-flop x and y. So this is my function f of x, okay? Now to find the inverse, and let me change colors of markers. To find the inverse, if I just flip-flop some stuff around, I would say that x is equal to 3t and y is equal to t, and that would be f negative 1, my inverse of the function there. And so if that's the case, now I just need to plug in, I need to take that and make it a Cartesian equation again. And so I could say x equals 3 to the y. Could do it that way, right? But I want to graph that to verify it. So here we do it a little different. So what we want to do is when we pull up our graphing calculator this time, we're going to graph the parametric equations and see what we get. So let me turn on my calculator. And we're going to switch mode. Sorry, I tried to upload a thing to TeacherTube. And I'm going to go to parametric mode. And so my first, my original function was 3 raised to the t. Oops. 3 raised to the t. And then my original y, oh, I am so sorry. It's just x equals t. I'm doing the stuff in red. So if I graph this here, that's what I'm graphing. And then y equals 3 to the t. There we go. Now my inverse function, right, should be x to the 3t, or 3 to the t, I'm sorry, I said that wrong again. Okay. And then my y value is just t. Now if I graph that, notice that they are symmetrical or reflected across the diagonal line. So if I were to draw the line y equals x, and so here's how you plot y equals x in parametric equations. The diagonal line is just x equals t, y equals t. And so if I graph that, my diagonal line splits those two. And then I can set up the parameters for t. If we do like negative 10 to this and I graph it. Does that make sense? And that's it. That's all they want us to do. We do not have to worry about switching this to a Cartesian equation. This is technically the answer. Okay, that's technically the answer. X equals 3 to the t, y equals t.